Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 56 of Heard You Like Me, and this one is titled Back to the Grind. You were happy as anything that day. What a crazy week it had been the week before. You'd only just arrived in the school in Japan and had gotten your bearings, and then the week of interning had started, and then you got to have two girls, and here you were, almost 1.5 months into your exchange program, babed up and ready for the next arc. What fun things are we going to be working on today? You asked Momo and Jirou as you walked between them, one arm over each of you girls, feeling very alpha. I'm not sure, Momo said from your right. But I think we're going to be receiving feedback from our week of interning, of which we were supposed to work on. Oh man, seriously? You deadpan. Bro, I know what the hero's going to say about me, and it's part of my personality. I can't change that. Why, what's he going to say? Momo asked. I thought you did well. Well, yeah, I did, but he's going to say something about me saying weird stuff. Like, listen, when you hear someone's inner thoughts, you kind of get to a point where you just see life as a bit of a gimmick. There are no secrets in my world. I know everything. I became jaded very early on in the game. Parents, teachers, friends even, they say nice stuff to your face and they talk crap in their heads about you, and you just decide that, well, you know what? Stuff everyone. Having this quirk changes you, he said honestly. Yeah, I joke around, but deep down it's hard. You really got to have a thick skin and not care. I'm not saying that everyone thinks crap about you. There are nice thoughts that you hear too. But man, it's a whole other world in my head. You think you know people, but then it's only once you get in their head that you really understand someone, you said. Both Momo and Jirou were just silent at that point, and you apologised quickly. Sorry, that was a whole ass vent. Sorry about that, you said. No, it's fine, Yin. It's really good to know, Momo said. I didn't even take into account how you would be feeling hearing everyone's inner thoughts. You just appear to deal with it so well that I never even imagined how hard it would be for you. Not to mention the noise when you can't turn it off properly. Yeah, that's the other thing, you said. I'm hoping to work on that a little more actually. There are a few parameters with my quirk that I want to stretch out. That's good that you have an idea of how you want to improve your quirk. I don't really know where to go with mine, Jirou said. Well, I can help. We have similar quirks, I guess, so I can give you some ideas, you commented. Thanks, she replied, and you took your arm off their shoulders as you entered the school grounds together. Okay, girlies, I'll see you soon, you said as you stepped out ahead of them and walked to your locker. Both Momo and Jirou watched you as you moved on. You seemed so confident and sure of yourself that there was no way that you could have these types of feelings inside, right? Yin really is amazing, Momo thought, and you heard her as you stopped at your locker. Well, at least I have one fan, you thought, pretending like you hadn't heard her. You got your books together for first class and then met Jirou and Momo in the hall to keep walking together, strolling into the class at the same time. You were warmly welcomed by the other girls in the class and greeted them all, then said a hello to the boys and took your seat before Aizawa came in. It was a lot slower paced sitting in a classroom, but you kind of enjoyed the break. At least you could just zone out every now and again or check out Momo or Jirou. Back in Momo's room tonight, you thought. I feel like I need to give her a little more time because it's feeling very one-sided with Jirou. Or maybe that's just me, you wondered, tuning in to see what Momo and Jirou were thinking about. No surprises that they were focusing on their work and you smirked. Guess I better up my game a bit, you thought. I can't get behind on my exchange. And so the rest of the day went without a hitch, and at the end of the day you were all handed an envelope that had your feedback from the work experience in it, and you thanked Aizawa as you took it and then tucked it into your homework booklet before joining your girls to leave class. Oh, I can't wait to read mine, Momo said excitedly. Oh, I feel like I don't really want to read mine, you said. I don't know what mine's going to say, Jirou added. Hey girls, Mina called out. Have you read your feedback yet? She asked, running up to join you walking to your lockers as an open piece of paper flapped in her hand. Wait, you already read yours? You asked her with surprise. Geez, you're brave. Mine's okay. I scored fairly well on most things, but I'm exceptional at initiating, she said brightly. Yeah, I believe that on all fronts. And motivation too, you said. Yeah, he did say that I'm good at motivating people to do things, she said with a bright grin. Told you, you chuckled. So what does yours say? Mina asked. Bro, I haven't opened mine, and if I'm being honest, I don't want to touch it, you said. Why? She asked. I know what it's going to say already, and it's not really anything I can change, you replied. Well, you don't know that until you open it. Why not open it and see? She asked. Were you also complimented about having a very positive personality? You asked her. Yes, actually, she said with surprise. You're good, Yin. This is what I'm saying. I know what it's going to say in there. You said, "Don't worry, I'll be with you when you open it," Momo said, reaching for your arm to wrap her arms around it and pull herself into you. "And I thank you for that, baby," you said with a soft smile at her. She returned your smile and you looked across at Jirou. "Are you going to be with me too?" you asked with a little playful pout. "Yeah," she replied. "We could all read them together, I guess," she offered. "Oh, I'm going to go grab my stuff," Mina announced. "See you in the dorms. Let me know how the feedback goes." Yeah, you said as you watched her go. "We could all open our letters in my room," Momo said. "We can be there for each other." "Yeah, that sounds good," you replied, and Jirou nodded in agreement. "Yeah, let's do that," she said. "Okay, come to our room as soon as you put your bags down in yours, okay?" you said to her. "Okay," she said with a smile. And so it was decided. Once you and Momo had gotten to your room, you waited on Jirou, and then you all got up onto the bed and sat in a circle, feedback letters in hands and just looking at each other. "Okay, who goes first?" you asked. Let's do rock, paper, scissors," Jirou offered. "Great idea," Momo replied. You smirked. "Okay, let's do it," you said, holding your hand out. The others joined you and you all looked at each other. "Rock, paper, scissors." "Rock, paper, scissors." "Rock, paper, scissors," you all said in unison, and then flung your hands out. "Rock," Jirou thought. Quickly you shot your hand out in paper form and noticed that Jirou too had done paper and Momo had done scissors. "Wait, you were going to do rock," you said to Jirou. "I tricked you," she said with a sly smirk. "You tricked me," you gasped, quickly wrapping your arms around her and tackling her onto the bed sideways. "I beat both of you," Momo said, holding up her scissor fingers. "Oh, you did too," you laughed, sitting back up again. "Okay, well, who do you want to go first?" you asked her. "You, Yin," she said. Damn it," you grunted. Okay, fine, here I go," you added, opening your envelope and pulling the paper out from inside. You looked at Momo, and then at Jirou, who was sitting herself back up, and then you unfolded your letter and quickly skim-read everything while the other two looked on. "Well?" Momo asked expectantly. It's words," you replied with a goofy smirk. "What does it say?" Jirou asked. "Words," you replied. "Take it, Momo," Jirou said, and you tried to keep the paper away from Momo, but she still managed to get it off you. "Oh, but it says lovely things," Momo said, while Jirou grabbed you and pulled you into her side, crunching you over. Yin is so unserious. Stay tuned for tomorrow to find out what the feedback is. I'll see you then.